Hey everybody. This mask is not for anything. This is actually to test out. I got some Fog Gone off of Amazon. I bought it myself, not actually reviewing it for anything, but I wanted to see how it actually works and if it will keep my glasses from getting fogged up, which they are. So that works. Anyways, point of tonight's live show is, you guys remember a while back I made tripwires, both using just regular cap gun caps, but then I also figured out how to drill for a 209 shotgun primer. And the thing with the 209 shotgun primer is that it kind of blew up, and I want a little more, see if I can try to do a little more controlled um, explosion, I guess. What I have are 22 blanks that are meant for nail guns. Basically, same things. What's up, Jet? Uh, you know, just basically 22 shorts. A Mondak with a crimp dot top. Playing around. Let's build some tripwires. Now, what I actually did get off Amazon to play around with is a digital caliper. Uh, okay, my my kids have got the flu, both of them. Luckily now they're both doing better. No COVID-19. They were both actually tested for it uh, because they made the what's it called? The criteria for it. So what I'm going to be doing is I want to see exactly, yeah, it says 22, point 22. I want to see what the actual uh, inner area is. And so, and as you can tell, it is 0.22. Because that's what's important. You're telling me. Because they both been buttheads. And they're off school for the next 6 weeks. I am so pissed about that. It is not even funny. Now, the other thing that I'm going to be using this caliper for, assuming I can get this thing open, is I can't remember. I did my own video, but I can't remember what size doohickeys, drill bits I need. So instead of just playing around with them, I'm going to drill it, and I will test the caliper to see which size this is. This one here is a 5/32, and it's a 12.12. 0.17. Well, that just sucks. Oh, yeah. Now I'm gonna have to play around. See where my other drill bits are. Didn't realize that. Thought that one was big enough. Now the other thing that you got to remember when you're doing these tripwires is you're going to drill out the bottom first, and then the top. And the bottom isn't as important to have exactly right because you're going to go all the way through it. The top one is the most important part because you can't have it too big because the rim of the round is what will sit on top of that to actually set it off. So just kind of play around with it. You can see a little dust and everything. Sure, I probably shouldn't be breathing it in, but hell, who knows? Who knows? But anyways, uh, now the nice thing with these, in terms of drilling, I don't think you're going to be able to see it because of the striker. You actually already have a divot to start drilling. So nobody lives forever. That's for damn sure. Yeah, have fun while you're at it. Thanks, David. I appreciate it. You can see right. Oh, there we go. So I've already drilled one. Drilled all the way through, just to kind of get it through. Of course, I thought I had the bigger drill bit in this little set, and I don't. I need obviously just under a quarter tripwire. Must be shit at the fan. Hey, that's what I worry about. You never know. Will Patriot is saying that come Monday, if you read between the lines, it's going to be a lockdown. If it is, I want to make sure that I'm ready for it and everything like this. Now, the nice thing with these is they are super loud because it's basically just like a 22 going off, but it's not going to hurt you or anybody else. Now, as I said with the other 209 primer, you cannot use this to make a grenade because it will go down too quickly into the actual charge, and you will blow yourself up. And I don't think anybody really wants to blow themselves up. At least, it is what it is. So what I got now in here is I got a 3/16, just to kind of go in there. Now the thing with this, there you go. Hey, if you guys don't know Angry Pirate, you guys are missing out. He's got some great content. He's been on this coronavirus stuff for since December now? Talking about it way before most people have even were even thinking about it. So wiring and drinking, they go together. They do. Wiring and drinking definitely does go together because then that way, if you screw up, you go out happy. You have fun up there in Canada. Living the dream up there for the what was I reading? Like $400? No, not $400. Like $600 for a Remington 870. Is that the going price right now that I heard up there? I know the prices up there are ridiculously high for firearms and stuff like that. Now, the other thing with these tripwires, using these grenade tops, they're very tight. So what you can actually do, and what I'll do eventually, is you can see how there's two, it's whatever, I can't even remember what the name of, whatever the official name of this little cotter pin, I think cotter pin, maybe that's right. Trudeau. He wants to. He sure as hell wants to. Give it away to all the refugees that are coming into Canada. But you can take off one end of this, leave enough to wrap it, and then it'll be a lot lighter. Yeah, exactly. It'll be a lot lighter of a trigger, because obviously you don't want the trigger super heavy, because then the person's going to realize, oh, hey, Maybe some of those tips. Where to get those here? I've got a couple somewhere. I bought like 5. I got them off eBay. Uh, a while back. I've got 5, but with moving my stuff from the cabin over to my old house and then moving here, I've lost 3 of them. So I've got to figure out where those other 3 are. But at least 2 will cover my primary entry and exit points. But like I said, now with these, the actual striker, it's a very tight spring. So you do need some sort of knife or screwdriver or whatever to do it. And the little dimple will leave a mark right there. The firing pin thing. And literally it's just like that. Obviously, like I said, you want to take one of these off so that it's not so tight when you're doing it. And because you like tight things for some stuff, but not all the way. Just the wall over. There you go. There you go. Yeah, I went to Canada one time, and it was 20 years ago. And on the Canadian side, the guy comes up. He's got a little, pocket protector thing, looking like Poindexter, and just asked where we were going, and we were going to town, whatever's. If you know where Fargo is in North Dakota, we were going to a town in Canada, but I can't remember what it was, just north of there, for like lunch or whatever. And it was Sunday, and everything was closed. What the hell? But when we came back to go to the American side, the Border Patrol agent is inside his inside his little hut. He's got an AR on the back. He's got a pistol on his side and everything like that. So you can definitely see the difference between the Canadian side and the American side. So, but okay, that's all I'm going to do because, like I said, I don't have the actual drill bit that I needed, so it's kind of a flop. But it's a way to say hi. So I got several videos coming out over the coronavirus stuff about different impacts that it's having on people that don't have the coronavirus but are being affected by it. Plus, I'm gonna have an interview with one of my local gun shops about the runs that have been going on for the last couple of days. So I appreciate everybody stopping by, and I will talk to you guys here on the next one. If I can figure out I hate using this phone for my live streams. Later, guys.